I sure enjoyed being with everybody on Sunday as we looked at 20 years of God's faithfulness in our church. We started by looking at Abraham's life and realizing that God, he's been faithful for thousands of years. Abraham, 3,500 years ago, God spoke to him. Abraham responded in acts of faith. He put everything on the line. He risked all for the voice that was in his head, for the God that was in his heart. He risked it all, and God rewarded him. And then we look back 20 years in my own personal walk with the Lord and how God called us as a church into missions and how we were the first missionary family to go out and how God was so faithful. And then as we stepped down that path with Jesus, holding his hand every step of the way, that it was amazing to see what God's done. And then we came to this point of saying, are we willing to risk it all? Are we willing to give up everything for the Lord? And then we asked ourselves, what needs to change in our life that we can truly respond to God's faithfulness with all of our hearts, not just part of it, all of it. And then we asked ourselves, if this is what God's done in 20 years, what's he going to do in 20 more years in the future? In the year 2037, what's God going to do? And I want you to ask yourselves tonight in your home fellowship, what decisions you need to make today to truly respond to God. Ask yourselves, if I make that decision today, what do we imagine God doing in the next 20 years? What will I look like 20 years from now from God's perspective?